Let's talk about strings. I bought this Mackay LT80 in 2019-2020, 2-3 years ago, and I never changed the strings. Now we all know the sound of this Mackay. But will it sound the same after we change the strings? And of course, I'm gonna use the most requested, the most recommended strings on the market. The Worth strings, absolutely not sponsored. So, are they gonna sound good? Let's find out. Now I'm gonna be using the BT63, which are basically the brown strings, the fluorocarbon. First step, I am going to remove all the strings from this uke so that we can clean it and make it look beautiful again. I'm going to be using a string winder just to make things quick, and you don't have to be delicate about it. You just unwind the string and then we're going to cut it. Let's remove the string, and we can already see that the neck really needs some cleaning. So let's get rid of all this, put it on the floor. You can be messy, and then we're gonna, tie things up later. Also this one as well. Then we're gonna clean the headstock, the neck, and the body. I like to use a simple kind of a kitchen cloth. This one is really soft, and we can go ahead and remove the fingerprints and clean the body. Next step, let's clean the fretboard. I mean, this one wasn't cleaned for a couple of years, and as you can see, it's pretty dirty. So I like to use lemon oil. This is the Dunlop 65, very simple to use. Now this is the spray, so you have to spray it on a cloth. I don't like to spray directly on the fretboard, it gets very messy. So I like to spray like this, just a few puffs, and you're good to go. And you can literally just, put it everywhere, and then you slowly massage each single fret like this. Let it go everywhere, and you can already see how much dirt we have. Let's just leave it for a few minutes, and then we're gonna put the new set of strings on. One cool thing about Worth strings is the fact that one packet gives you 2 set of strings. This is the A string, look how long. So we can cut this one in half, and we're gonna hold it like this, and now we've got 2 A strings, right? We're gonna cut it right here. Make sure that you don't mess up, since the strings are quite expensive. You got 2 sets, but you want to cut it right in the middle, just like this. So we have the A string. Now I'm gonna show you how to do the knots. Let's just start with the bridge. Let me show you how I do the knot. Everybody does it in a slightly different way. This is my way. You don't have to copy what I do. Maybe you can check also how other people do it. This is how I do it. First things first, you want to put the string inside the hole. This is the A string, and you want to leave it at least 3 centimeters out. Now I know you freak out about my nails. Just don't look at it. They bring food on the table, so I ain't gonna cut them. Now that we have this, we're gonna pass it under the string like this, and then inside the hole twice. 1 and 2. So you end up with this. And then we're gonna tie this one like this. Now for the headstock, I like to keep things very simple. I know that a lot of people are gonna hate the way I wind the string. This is my way. You don't have to follow the exact same thing. I just like to keep it very simple. So I will insert the string inside the hole like this, and I'll check the length of the string. I wanna make sure that I can wind the string at least 3 or 4 times. And then what I'll do, I will just push the string inside the hole again, like this. And I'll check the length again, and it looks pretty cool. And that's it. And then we can start winding the string. Once we are done winding, you should end up with something like this. And of course, we can cut the remaining part of the string. Easy peasy. Now let's do the same for the other strings. I'm gonna fast forward so that you don't have to watch me replace all the strings. We got it. So, sounds awesome already. Now I'm gonna tune the strings, and I'm gonna give it like a day or two to actually settle, because unfortunately classical strings, nylon strings, will take a while to settle and to stretch. So I'm gonna tune it up, and then I'll see you in a couple of days. Still gets out of tune quite a lot. It's been 2 days, guys, and I've been tuning this thing for 2 days, and the strings are not settled yet. Listen to this. Now, what do you think? Which strings do you like more? Well, we're going to talk about 3 things. The first thing is tone. The second thing is playability, and the third thing is practicality. Now, it's worth to mention that we are comparing 2 years old strings with new strings. And so, regardless of the brand, 2 years old strings will definitely lose brightness. But I have to say, the old strings, the strings that came with this ukulele, which unfortunately I don't know the brand, they sounded pretty awesome even after 2 years. I really loved the mellow tone, and they had a nice bottom end. Of course, the top end was completely gone, but I really enjoyed the tone of the old strings. The new strings are absolutely insane. I love them. The top end is older. They are bright and loud. I still miss a little bit of the bottom end, but I'm sure that with a few weeks, maybe a month or two, as the strings get dull, I will also get this nice bottom end that I used to have with the older strings. These strings feel quite hard tension, meaning they're really strong and they can take heavy plucking. I can pluck as loud as I want. There's no buzzing, which is awesome. I mean, this is insanely loud. The strings feel kind of thin though, and I think it's because they're fluorocarbon. I'm not sure, but they do feel thinner than the regular nylon strings. That doesn't affect the playability, but it takes a moment to get used to it. And also the color doesn't really help. I have the feeling that, I don't know, I just don't see the strings. And this is gonna take us to the third thing that I want to talk about, which is practicality. I love playing, but I also love teaching, and if you have been following me for a while, you know that this channel is all about helping you guys playing the ukulele. It kind of breaks my heart a little bit is the fact that these strings are not really that practical when it comes to recording a tutorial. Now you tell me, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys see the strings? Because I honestly don't see them. If I tell you play the 3rd string fret number 2, do you actually see the string? Because I don't see it. It blends in with the fretboard. Now you see the fret, you see the finger, but I don't see the string. So this small detail could be the reason why maybe I won't be able to use these lovely strings, which is kind of heartbreaking because I love the sound. However, we have to find, a certain balance between a great tone and great playability, but also practicality. If the strings are not practical, if you can't see them in a video tutorial, then, I don't think I'll be able to keep them. For now, I'm going to leave you to kind of think about strings. I really want to know in the comment down below which are your favorite strings. If you love these strings, if you prefer a different brand, please just let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep playing, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.